This is our analysis for the poster for The Fault in Our Stars. The image cover and poster for the film The Fault in Our Stars displays a page-filling image portraying the two main characters. This image directly gives us the impression that they are in love or going along that type of journey, as well as indicating what the bombshell in the film is through the conveyance of the medical respirator, supposedly helping the female character to breathe. The fact that they are both smiling, happy, and seeming in love emphasizes a sense of sincerity and acceptance, despite any differences that people live with. Both the characters in the picture are lying on grass. This suggests a possible adventurous and intrepid atmosphere, and could again link to the story through the things they do and their potential personalities. The title of the film is displayed in a particular original large font, placed subtly yet clearly between the two characters. However, it isn't blocking or covering anything or anyone, the unique selling point, to the point where any understanding will be lost. The font used to create the title, which was custom designed by its makers, connects to the image due to its authentic, light, imperfect stance about it. This is clever as it's simply 5 short words that convey the attitude of the characters, and most likely gives slight hints at what to expect within the storyline. The poster also reveals that the movie is based on the New York Times #1 bestseller. This exclaims to the audience that the storyline is highly rated and recommended read, and therefore watch. The creator has included this as, most importantly, it's factual and it is more likely to rake in large numbers, which is beneficial for them. We recognise that the stars' names are not included on the poster. This may be due to the fact that both of the stars are very famous through the previous works they have done. The suggestion is that their names don't need to be portrayed as they are already widely known. The image seems to have been chosen singularly, as it tells you enough itself. For example, you can establish that the people presented are two main characters and that they have a connection of some sort. The colours and lighting perceived in the image exaggerate a feeling of gripping content and radiance. However, it can also be viewed as a metaphorical silence. The characters look satisfied and fulfilled, yet the underlying life-threatening issues could be read through the white look about the image. It's just not being spoken. The image suggests that the audience they are trying to attract is female teenagers, as well as the conveyance of the certificate. There are various implications about the narrative of the film from the poster. The hidden messages throughout the text and the picture collaborate to raise questioning from the audience, causing improvisation in their minds about the narrative. There are some features about the poster that can collaborate to create a stronger idea of what the narrative maintains. For example, the use of the title suggests that sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes the bad stuff just can't be avoided. This slightly hints at expectance of something bad happening to one of the characters that affects their lives. The collaboration of the picture with this emphasizes that the character with the obvious struggle is Hazel Grace, as the picture shows her wearing a respirator. It also conveys that there is going to be a huge dilemma in the story, but leaves it to your imagination to decide what they could be, and clearly shows that the genre is going to be along the lines of the drama and the romance. This is through their body language, expression and positioning. They're lying next to each other, smiling with their heads together, portraying happiness and comfort. In the sense of there being an enigma, it seems as though there is one, considering it leaves much to the imagination. The poster creates its own portrayal of the film by creating assumption, realization and enough to leave the mind wondering. For example, the use of one standout image abides by the saying, less is more, due to the simple aspects about the image, with it withholding the hidden messages as you look deeper into it. Additionally, the conveyance of the small amount of free space left around the characters, stars, on the picture creates a strong focus point and emphasizes their importance to the story. We think this has been done purposely to present the perfect amount of information to the audience, whilst keeping it simple and subtle. We both know what the plot and genre of this specific film is, as we both watched it previously. However, we did construe a lot more information than we envisioned about the film after having depicted the poster. This poster has been presented with a portrait orientation, as do most film posters. This correlates to the simplicity about it. As you can see, the poster doesn't present much literal information. This may be purposeful, but this leads the audience to interpret different things that they see in their own manner. There is a deliberate lack of information, which suggests that they want the image to be observed the most. However, the small block of writing printed in a particularly small size discloses enough factual information about the production, creation of the film, and the actors and the actresses to sum up the film. For example, it conveys the production and distribution company names, the actors' names, music producers, executive producers, and so on. It seems as though this is presented in a small and slightly concealed manner to draw attention to the wanted areas, whilst disclosing what and who needs to be seen and deserves to be seen. Underneath that, in a slightly bigger and bolder font, is the date it comes out in the cinema. This is obviously bigger due to the fact that the producers, marketers, exhibitionists need to get the film watched. Therefore, ensuring the date is visible to a decent extent is inevitable. On the other hand, information that isn't vital yet would be beneficial for the creators to portray, such as the film's website is presented also. In addition, the certificate is discreetly presented in the bottom left corner, as it is mandatory to convey it on any film poster, yet it isn't the most significant feature about the poster.